We
Nobody.
bite. We bite. Shit. Demonetized. But we
Oh, we
bite.
streaming already?
Yeah, we streaming already. God. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get straight into it, man. We spent a lot of time trying to set this thing up, man. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out because we always do. This is our second time streaming. This is our second time streaming.
What? Why are you so loud?
Just because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. That's why. Can I be pissed in public?
What?
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get straight
Oh
into
no,
it, man.
I
We spent
can't
a
hear
lot of time
myself.
trying to.
Oh
This is our second time
no, wait,
streaming.
I can't. I lied. My bad. I lied.
I can hear you. I was about to say you about to piss me off. You're not alone.
I am
I am
alone. I'm in my
pissed
room
with
alone.
you. No far away.
All right, so let's get to it.
Oscar's
Bro.
here to stay.
Wait. Why?
You're not
What?
alone.
What are you doing? Like you
You are
really
here with me.
stop.
And we're on YouTube.
Are you like trying to
Streaming
do
on
like
your
operation? Are you trying
TV.
to do like operation and piss Oscar off today or tonight or something? Like what are we doing?
Yes,
What are we
I
doing?
told you that on the last stream. That was my mission. That's my life mission to piss you off. But today, you know what I'm saying? If you back, sorry we struggle streaming. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, get us in the algorithm. Your boy Long Live Mosi, aka God Dawson, aka King Mosi. I hear my cousin.
Oscar.
And we get into another video. So we got video of For the Love of Ray J's Danger. What you talking about? Danger!
Yo, she crazy.
Get on the floor. The feeling
What you
right
feeling
there.
right here?
Say it.
Say it.
Be so long.
You know what's funny?
Be all.
I had that instrumental when I was younger, in like middle school, high school, and I would freestyle to that instrumental.
Go ahead, right now.
No,
Boom, 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 boom,
not gonna.
boom, boom,
Never, ever,
boom,
ever,
boom,
ever,
boom.
ever gonna happen.
Danger.
Did I ever play my rap track for you? The one I recorded?
You want to do that on live?
No, no,
you wanna you wanna do that in front of
abs,
one other person?
absolutely not. One
Yeah,
other person.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's not something I would
But
recommend.
did I play it for you though?
No, but you gotta play it for me when we're off the camera, okay? Because I need to
Off the
hear that.
camera.
I need to hear that. I need to hear that. All right, so we got
Yeah.
this woman here, Danger. Um, boom, there we go. We got Danger from the For the Love of Ray J, the TV show back in the early 2000s, I believe it was. Um, she is one of my favorite contestants. This is when all like the celebrity reality TV shows are super popular. Like, Flavor Love, For the Love of Ray J. This is like before all the housewives and all the, that type of stuff. So she was on there, and apparently she got on YouTube on November 28th, as you can see the date right there, 2023, and she had, excuse me, a lot to say about the black community. Now, Oscar, if you're just looking at her, I want to ask you a question, right?
She look black.
All right, that you see you my cousin. You know what I'm about to say. She do
Like
look black,
what other question
cause
were you
she
gonna ask me?
cause she
What
looked
other
like my
question were you gonna ask?
she looked like a ratchet version of my mama. If I'm being
I mean, she looked
completely
like
honest.
different family members we had, different women I've met. Like, if you looked at her, anybody look at her, they're gonna be like, oh, she black.
Yep, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Anybody. They're gonna be like, she black.
Hold on, I just want to make sure
I'm doing the same thing, making sure the audio's
we got PTSD.
bro, like this is
All
why
right,
we need like an assistant or a producer or something
we
to
got
handle all this
we got
stuff.
PTSD because we both went straight to the phone. We both went straight to the phone. So, yeah, she has some things to say. So we're gonna tap in for a minute. We're gonna watch a little bit, and I'm gonna get Oscar's second time reacting to it. But I'm pretty sure now that he's seen it, he's gonna have a lot more to say. So let's get to it.
Yeah, it's super interesting being back on social media now at 37 years old, and like just seeing like the questions people are asking me in the comments and stuff. And I like to be honest. I really like to be honest because I feel like if people are honest, it's just good for everyone. So I really am just gonna be honest.
Select ARM system type. ARM stay.
If I had
What the hell?
chosen a different path, um, you know, in life, a different path, um, and I just completely stayed away from all black people, my life would have been way better. Like, way better. If I had just married a nice white boy from my neighborhood growing up or from my church and lived in the suburbs and finished college, yeah, I'd probably be a doctor or a lawyer. And I probably would have had a totally normal, wonderful life without any drama at all, without any abuse at all. Like, I could have just found a nice person and married them, and they wouldn't have been black, and my life would have been awesome. Awesome.
We gonna watch the whole thing through right now, or we gonna
Uh,
pause and
hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna keep playing a little bit. Hold on one second.
all
I
right.
wouldn't have been in the hospitals. I wouldn't have been in the jails or the prisons. I wouldn't have gotten attacked. And 100% of the people who attacked me were black. 100% of them were black. 100% of the people that I've had to fight were black. 100% of the people that watch that show that are already with just being on social media again are saying fucked up shit. And what's interesting about this whole thing, right, is had I not been so empathetic to the black situation,
Oh man, that's wild. Oh man, that's wild. So if she would have had a white husband, she would have never been in this position. Oscar, do you agree or disagree? Let's start there.
She's
Talk to the people.
her
Talk to the people. Talk to the
her
people.
her truth does not seem accurate. What do I mean by that? I can't say I can't say what she living in her opinion and her viewpoint isn't her viewpoint. What I can say is that she sounds very much so like a victim, right? Like, oh, if I had just done this, I would be here. I'm like, you know, the people you choose to be around, that's your choice. And if you're not in the place you want to be now, you can't blame situations that happened several years ago for you not being in the place you want. I mean, look, she's had time to go get therapy. She's had no, nope, nope, nope. She's had time to do therapy. She's had time to do the work to get over and get past whatever she's dealing with. And beyond that, even if right now, today, or whenever she recorded this, was the first time she was
November
like,
28th, 2023.
if that was the first time she was clear headed about everything that happened, she could have started doing her work then. Ain't nothing stopping her from being a doctor or lawyer right now. Like zero.
Well, I mean,
Girl, you
she didn't say she couldn't.
what?
She said if she would have, she could have had a different path. I mean, that's what
I
anybody like.
mean,
That's what anybody, right? Anybody. Let's say. Let's just say, um, I don't know, people who have been
I,
bullied in school. They could easily be like, well, I got bullied in school and it took a toll on me mentally, and I had to go through a stage of trying to figure out who I was in order for me to progress. Now, instead of wasting that time progressing, I could have been further in life if people just didn't bully me.
yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I also think if you could have taken a different path, you would have taken a different path. Like she's,
Find it, find it, find it.
I feel like most of what she's saying is the situation she was in, or the situations that held her back, were situations she chose to be in,
You think so?
right? That's what it sounds like, right? If I had done this instead of this, that's her. If she had And on top of that, back to old girl that was roasting Cam Newton and who's the guy with all the baby mamas?
Cam Newton,
Well, but the other one,
Future probably.
not Future,
Oh, Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. All right, back to the chick that roasts. Was her Dr. Michael or something?
Dr.
Whoever the
Bryant with her sexy self.
back to what Dr. Brian said, like whatever vibrations you own, that's what you attracted. So boo boo,
Mm. Not
you
you hit it with the
attracted these.
not you hit it with the boo boo. I was gonna hit it with the boo boo. I'm
But I mean, Dr. Brian said it best. It's like your vibrations attract people.
right.
And so she was clearly vibrating on a very,
But
very,
look at it though.
very
Look at it
low
like
frequency.
look at and me. I'm just playing devil's advocate because you know
That's fine.
you know 100%. I don't believe in victimizing yourself. You know that I say that to the black community all the
Right.
time. Um, so I don't overall agree with her, but just for people in her shoes, I could see why they would say that. But like you said, there's been a amount of time to where she could have done the work for herself. You know what I'm saying? She could have went into some type of therapy, some type of what's the word healing, whether it be going to therapy or finding something that heals you or makes you happy, something that can push out more dopamines for you. Um, she didn't.
Well, but here's the other part about it too, right? I had something and now I lost it. I was the well, I'm gonna like I do have something. I'm gonna boohoo about me real quick, right? But within context to what we're talking about. I would venture to guess that the black people who didn't cause drama or the black people who were nice, the black people who would have been an ally to her, she didn't probably like those black people.
True.
She probably she probably chose to be around those quote unquote cool black people or those black people doing whatever she's describing because the other ones weren't cool enough. They were too much like
Man,
Oreos or
Oscar,
whatever.
Cuddy, come on now.
What?
She took an opportunity to be on a TV show. Let's be real.
All right, she took that opportunity.
Anybody would take the opportunity to be on a TV show.
Right, but she
Now,
can't
like,
blame that TV show for
but
15 years later. You ain't successful.
hey man, say man, hey man, say man. It's coming from somebody that's been in the industry. The industry is wicked. It's a wicked place. And she was. Can you stop, brother, sister? She was in a deeper she was in deeper than I was. I was in pretty deep, but she was actually like the forefront of a TV show with Ray J that was one of the most popular TV shows at that time. So her level of being her like she I was just knee high in the industry. She was all
Mm-hmm.
the way in, you know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Mm-hmm.
You get manipulated. People will tell you one thing and then not do it and say, "Oh yeah, we good. We'll call so and so. We're gonna get you." Woo, 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 woo. And as somebody that's a upcoming artist, as I would call her, because I'm pretty sure she went to LA to try to act or something like that, or
Right. Right.
you know how it is. Up and coming artist, she was probably thinking like, "Oh, this is my shot. Ray J gonna put me on, or I'm gonna meet the producers. I meet this type of people. Da, 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 da." That happens, bro. And then next thing you know, you got 102 bodies on you, and you just slept with everybody at the production company, and you still don't got a role in a movie, and that can take a toll. I've seen it happen. I've seen it
Well,
happen.
but the other part to that though is like that's not just black people. That's black people, white people, Asian people.
But
Everybody in the industry does stuff like that. It just so happened to her with black people.
factuals, factuals. But again, you can't, girl. Give me that. That is not a this. Stay away from kids. Stay away from them. Don't have them. If this is not if this is not your stop it. Gee, really? You would think it was a dog. Um, what was I saying? What was you saying?
No, I said this happens in all races in the industry. So it
Oh yeah,
just so happened it happened with her with black people and
but you
not white people or Asian people or whatever.
but you can't push her experience out. If it happened with black people, that's her experience.
That is her experience, but I feel like she's coming from it and saying like her life would have been so different. She can't know that. Like
Oh,
she
I
could
get
have
what you're
like
saying.
chose,
I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
she could have chose the wrong white husband that all of a sudden seemed like a nice guy, but
Right,
all of a sudden now like he's locking her in the house and not letting her talk to none of her family, right?
right,
Like I think it's unfortunate her experience with black people was the way it was. I think that's very unfortunate,
right.
but I hate all black people. That's a little extreme, right?
Nah, she was
I
confused. She
think
was confused as hell. She said, "I hate. I don't." She said, "I hate y'all, but I love y'all, but I hate y'all, but I love y'all." That's kind of
yeah.
what she said, like later on in the video. Like,
Yeah, and so it's
ma'am,
kind of
make up your
like,
mind. Do you hate us or not?
well, no, it sounds like she still needs to do a lot of work on herself.
Really? That's what it sound like, Oscar.
Hell yeah, she sounds like she's lost and confused. Like, ain't it don't sound like anything. It sounds like she realized she needs to do work on some type of level, but she sounds very much like a victim. And instead of like taking accountability for the part that she played and then saying, yes, this happened to me, and in these instances, I was a victim. In these instances, I chose to be in a situation, and today I'm going to choose to do something different with my life. I'm going to choose to take these terrible experiences I had and turn them into something that's going to be beneficial to me. Because she still has a platform because she said she goes on social media and people hating on her all the time. So you
Nah,
still have a platform.
she said she just got back to social media, and the people that's hating on her is black people.
Yeah, that's fine. You still got a platform though to do something with.
Fair enough. Fair
So like,
enough.
yeah, the people may be hating on you, but you got a platform. So they watching what you doing and what you saying. So why don't you just bring your best self? And on top of that, when you bring your best self, people gonna hate on you anyway. Like,
True.
I don't know. Like I feel like there's
Look at you. You look like you about to bust a
no
vein.
no, I'm just trying to really think through it in an intelligent way. I think there's partially a lack of accountability, partially missed opportunity, right?
When you say missed opportunity, what do you mean by that?
Well, like I said, she currently has the platform. Yeah, black people are hating on you, but what's gonna happen with black people hating on her? They're gonna get her more in the public light, right?
Right.
Because black Twitter, whatever this, black threads, black Instagram, black jobs, whatever black you wanna label, like it's gonna get you into mainstream, the public eye. So why don't you just put out content? Yeah, they go hate on it, but just put out good content and let them hate and take advantage of the hate that you're getting.
I do all the time.
It's like, why not? Like, people gonna hate, let them hate. Let the haters hate. Haters gonna hate. And they usually hate
And
more.
when you're
And
doing good.
they usually hate more when you doing something
Hmm.
that's worth doing. They don't hate when you ain't doing no motion.
True.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just
oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't. We don't need to beat this horse to death. I just think I think she just needs to look at her current situation and decide what she wants to do from today moving forward.
Well, I mean, she already
Right?
put it out there. She don't like black people.
That's
She
fine,
already put
and
it
that's
out there.
fine. She look, and she's entitled to that opinion. But whether you like black people or not, what are you gonna do with your life from this day moving forward?
Right.
Like at the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to. Are you gonna take your experiences that have all culminated to the current date and make those experiences and use those experiences to create something new, beautiful, and fantastic? Or are you gonna keep crying?
From the looks of it, look like she's just gonna keep crying.
And that's fine. And she'll just be the topic of blogs, and she'll say black people are still hating on me. And that was another thing I was gonna say. I forgot. Black people.
So is that like Lizzo when she always crying about her being fat?
Ooh, what do you mean?
Lizzo.
Unless Lizzo, if Lizzo has a medical condition that causes her to have the weight she has, completely understand. If she don't have a medical condition, then it's kind of like, well, what work are you willing to put in to lose the weight? Money or physical? Either one. Pick one.
Cause that's
But I
that's that.
typically,
I'll go ahead.
huh?
Cause that's kind of what it
No,
sound. That's kind of what it sound like to me. Like just that example of like Lizzo, the big girl, always complaining about her weight, but then like one minute she love her weight, the next minute she complaining because she quote unquote getting cyberbully. It's like you got to make up your mind, pick a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't hate black people and then want to be all up in our face, talk about how much you don't like us. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course you're gonna get backlash. Like,
well, what I was gonna say too is like black people tend to only hate on people who ain't real.
no,
No,
no, no, nah, because
nah,
black people hate that white girl Caitlin Clark right now. I
that's
would say
fair.
I would say black people. I would say more black women who don't watch basketball, but whatever. That's a whole other topic. Here, let me see if I can
You
get
want to
this.
get on? You want to get into that, or you gonna get it? You got CNN on up on the screen, so we about to get into CNN.
I don't got nothing on the screen. You giving up the next topic. What's going on? How you didn't know?
Mm,
How you just gonna put it out on there? Huh?
my bad,
Huh? Fired.
my bad.
Yeah,
Fired.
fired on your day off. Now let, let's get into this topic real quick. I saw this on Threads and I thought it was kind of like
He
it was kind of like on the topic of
told
accountability.
me that women don't apologize and women can't. So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I
I'm
began to
childish.
really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable? I'd love your thoughts on this. Me personally, I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity. What do you think? So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day,
Mm.
and
Shout
he
out to the
told me
doc.
that women.
Shout out to the doc. You feel me? And shout out to the gang that's watching. Ni hao. Shout out to Ni hao. Hola, como estás? Um, and they know. If they know, they know. They know who watching, and they know what I'm saying. And yep. Ohanede Doaching Fungal right now. But yeah. So what's your thoughts on this, cousin?
I think it's interesting. I think I think there's validity in what
Validity,
her point was.
validity.
Validity. It's valid. I think her point is valid, sir. You done?
I'm listening. I'm
You
listening.
done?
I'm listening.
Okay. I think her points are valid. I also think I would dive into women not wanting to take accountability though. Is it because of societal norms? Is it because of um, what society is like?
I
Or is
feel
it
like women are just wired to bull to BS. I feel like they don't even like like
but why are they
and it
wired
be and it
for
be it
BS?
be little stuff too. Like even with my baby mama yesterday, the baby was sitting on the bed and the baby got off the bed and she ran out and did something, and I'm like, why the baby off the bed? She's like, I don't know. I said, well, who took the baby off the bed? She said it wasn't me. I started looking around the house like, who who is it? It's me and you in this house. It's me, you, and the baby. The baby for sure didn't crawl off the bed, and I've been sitting my black ass right here on the couch. How,
Maybe she got off the bed by herself.
Oscar? If you would see the height of our bed and the height of the child, you would say if she would have got off, we would all heard it because she wouldn't have landed. She wouldn't have landed. It would have been a thud. But then she corrected herself and she caught herself. And I'm like, see, why do you instantly go into defense mode? Like I just said, why she off the bed?
Well, I think I think a lot of times women in our society have to be defensive.
Man,
Maybe that's why they
this
go into
ain't the
defense mode.
1920s. And we can't go upside your head like we really want to, cause we all go to jail. Oh my god! Oh, oh, oh my! Oh my god! I didn't say like we want to. I meant like they want to.
Did you see the look I gave you? I was like,
they go
ooh,
they go watch this and be like, oh my god, he's
cancel,
a camp.
cancel.
Yeah, we ain't gonna even say it 'cause I don't even think we can say the word, but he's a something. Girl, please. Anyways, but
Yeah,
you can't do that.
we really want to.
Like it's you know what I'm saying.
But I think there's still a lot of
There's
things
levels,
that
man.
there's levels, but I think there's still a lot of things in society that cause women to be defensive and to take a defensive stance. But I think the doctor made a good point about emotional intelligence, right?
Right,
So I think when a woman's in a relationship with someone she's fully comfortable with being emotionally vulnerable, I think it may be a little bit easier for her to take responsibility.
right.
No one wants to take responsibility if they say I take responsibility, then they get blamed and beat up for it. Like nobody wants that. So that might be part of the issue why some women fail to take responsibility, like our first topic, because they don't want to get beat up for taking responsibility for the part they played. I
Nah,
don't know.
I don't think that's it. I think it's the way they with every. I think it's the way women are raised. Women aren't raised to take accountability.
And I think that's kind of true too.
Like
I mean,
that's why how I raised my daughter. I like she gets in trouble. You know, I still love her to death, but she still gets in trouble because she has to understand that there's consequences to her actions. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences to her um, decision making.
right.
I have a friend today
Mhm.
pissed
Mhm.
me off. I'm talking about, and we'll talk more in depth off air.
Off camera.
But the things that she texted me was like, I was just checking in on you. I asked her about her situation. She told me, and it just blew my mind. It really I was at work. I had to ask one of my coworkers, like, am I tripping right now? Am I just having a bad day? Am I triggered? Like, what's going on? So I told them. They was like, nah, that ain't you. That's you know what I'm saying. And I was like, cause I know for a fact, like I know I'm not tripping, bro. Like, but anyways, and she just not taking account. And then going through all that she going through without putting her business out there, she gonna
Hmm.
offer me. You already know what I'm about to say.
I don't, but I think it's funny. Continue.
She gonna offer me someone to talk to if I'm going through something, because she had a dream about me, and I guess it wasn't good. So she was reaching out to. Are you yawning on live right now? You just couldn't
My
cover your
bad.
mouth.
Continue.
You couldn't cover your mouth, nothing. Just Nigga all the way through. God. But
That
no.
better?
um yeah, so she kind of pissed me off. I ain't gonna even hold you. Like I was genuinely upset, and that was the first time I've been upset with her in a while. Cause I'm just like, dog, your decision making, you're not taking accountability for your actions, bro. You keep just moving, and I hope she see this. You just keep moving from place to place, messing up your life.
I mean,
Yeah.
most people don't take accountability for their actions. I got lots of actions I don't want. I take accountability for a lot of my actions, and a lot of them I don't. Cause that'd be tough, man. When you gotta take accountability for stuff.
No, Oscar, I'm not letting you get away with that. I'm,
What?
I'm not letting you get away with that. Cause you take accountability for your stuff. You do. I've seen you do it. Don't play me. I take accountability as well. Um, she's been to three different cities so far. She's on her third
Mhm.
city. She's in the third city right
Mhm.
now,
Mhm.
not including her hometown, because she came back to the hometown.
I don't know where you're going with that, but damn, that's
So
crazy.
she's been here,
Yeah.
another city.
Yeah.
Now she's in another
Yeah.
city,
Yeah. And having the same issues in all the cities.
and there's a having some type of issues in the same cities.
I mean, if she's been in four different cities and she's having very similar issues, there's only one common denominator in that situation.
That's my point. It's like talk about oh man, I gotta tell you offline, because cousin, I'll just say this: it's nothing that pisses me off more than uh a PDF file and a deadbeat
Hmm.
father.
Right. Let's move on to the next topic. We'll talk about this offline.
He said, "Let's go ahead and go to the next topic." All right, fair enough. Let's bring up your girl, the cosplaying black woman, Kamala Harris. Did you see
Oh
this?
my god. No, I have not.
You ain't watched this, and you voting for her? Oh my God!
I don't know who I'm gonna vote for. I might vote for myself.
All right,
When
so
you
we got to do
realize
something with this.
bloating and discomfort don't have to be routine, everything
Are we
changes.
glitching?
Try Rise Mushroom Coffee with 6 functional mushrooms that heal your gut, improve digestion, and boost immunity. A better routine
We might be
starts
glitching a
here.
little bit, but
I
whatever.
chose Wix for my business because of
Uh,
its
so
massive
Kamala
scope
Harris sat
for
down with CNN
functionality
and had
and
this BS
freedom
of a
of
conversation.
Sit
and
down with who?
CNN,
Okay.
Dana. You listen to this since you didn't watch it. I gotta go change the movie for my daughter.
Okay.
President, Governor Walz, thank you so much for sitting down with me and bringing the bus. The bus tour is well underway here in Georgia. You have less time to make your case to voters than any candidate in modern American history. The voters are really eager to hear what your plans are. If you are elected, what would you do on day one in the White House?
Well, there are a number of things. I will tell you first and foremost, one of my highest priorities is to do what we can to support and strengthen the middle class. When I look at the aspirations, the goals, the ambitions of the American people, I think that people are ready for a new way forward, in a way that generations of Americans have been fueled by hope and by optimism. I think sadly, in the last decade, we have had in the former president someone who is really been pushing an agenda and an environment that is about diminishing the character and the strength of who we are as Americans, really dividing our nation, and I think people are ready to turn the page on that.
So what would you do day one?
Day one, it's going to be about, one, implementing my plan for what I call an opportunity economy. I've already laid out a number of proposals in that regard, which include what we're going to do to bring down the cost of everyday goods, what we're going to
I mean, she sounds like a politician. What you want?
We're going to bring down the cost of every good.
She sounds like a politician,
At least
right?
if you're going to lie to my face, lie with confidence. You better lie with some fucking confidence, Kamala.
Well, she tried really hard to dodge the question, and then the interview brought her right back to it. So what are you doing day one? That's what I asked
Because
you.
she ain't got no policies. It's hard to implement. It's hard to speak on something that you don't even know what you got.
I mean, how many presidents go into office without no policies?
Anything to say about this, Oscar?
I mean, not really. Like, she sounds like a politician. You don't know what she's gonna do until she get in the
Womp
office. If
womp
she get in the office,
womp
I
womp
mean, you
womp
saying womp
womp
womp, but
womp 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 womp.
like when you know what, politicians are worse than that chick we watched at the at first.
I know this, but they also run the country, so at least she don't run the
Well,
country.
that's true. That's true, good sir. That's true.
Like, what are we talking about, bro? These are people that are literally running our country. Like, what is
Well,
going on?
what we gonna do about it though? Like, how are we? What candidate are we gonna put forward that's gonna act right? And by the time they get to this point where they can run for president or have enough popularity to run for president, will they be too much of a politician at that point to act right? I don't know. Cause
I'm
like,
I'm a lot of people ask me why am I so critical on Kamala Harris. One, because she parading around like a black woman. So I need to see some black policies. If you're gonna parade around like something, do something for them for the people that you parading around to be. You know what I'm saying? At least Obama, he ran his campaign off the gays, and at least he started making change and doing stuff for the gays. Now, Kamala, if you're gonna be black, I need you to do something for black folk. It's very simple. At least one, something. Put something, put something in the law for black people. We don't got a
mm,
we don't even have a black hate crime. Everybody else got hate crimes but us.
you sure? Did you research that statement?
What's the policy?
I mean, at the end of the day, you want to know what the policy is. I don't know what the policies are. So
Nobody. She ain't got none. Here, let's do this. I got a better idea.
you gonna go to her website?
Absolute mother loving Lutely. Oh, look at her, just like Dr. Umar begging for donations. Head ass. Donate, just some donate. No, hell no, I ain't subscribing to that. No policies, none whatsoever. Just donate and join the campaign. What am I voting for?
Hey, what's on menu? What's under menu?
What am I voting for? You know what? I'm gonna retract because this could be my daughter and her mama. To be completely honest, but if you look at me, you know I'm 100% NIGGA. I don't want to meet Kamala Harris. I don't. I want you to speak. I want to hear you speak.
Was
Introduce yourself.
is it?
What?
Is there anything in this bio that got what she's trying to do? Like,
No. You may be the first to do many things, but sure are not the last. Okay, what are those many things? What are those many?
What else is
What are
on
those?
the menu,
What are those many things, Oscar? Let's go to take
bro?
action. Ah, here we go. Here we go. We win, we fight. No, I need more, man. I need more. Cause
Need
this
some
is,
substance.
I, what's up, baby? I need something. I need something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're not voting for Kamala. Zuri, Zuri said it. Honestly, I don't even know who I vote for. I wait till the last minute to vote, just like you.
I
To
might
be
vote for myself.
to be completely honest, I'm. You know what I'm
Matter of
saying?
fact, you should vote for me. I'm gonna vote for me, and I need like 5 more people to vote for me because they got to keep track of this somewhere, and I want to
You
go to the history books.
here? Let me show you this. Let me show you this. This one
Where
I
you
knew.
going to?
This one I knew she wasn't black, and you couldn't tell me anything after that. I don't give a fuck what you say. You could not tell me this woman was a black woman.
I have a friend who had a Christmas party. I
You
have a
and you're not gonna lie to me because you know you come from good soul food too. You know.
friend who had a Christmas party, Christmas Eve every year, and she asked me to make the greens for her party every year. And I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd need to wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth.
So, how do you make your greens? Do you put turkey in them? Do you
Bacon.
Put nice. My grandma
I
used
do
to put
bacon.
bacon. She used to put
Garlic. I
vinegar.
put white vinegar.
Yes.
I do. So I start with I slice up my garlic. Well, but no, first I chop up the bacon
fry it.
and
Who
get all
put
that
garlic
fat
and
going.
greens?
Then I put garlic,
Yeah.
some chili peppers,
Yes.
and then a lot of water and some, a little chicken stock, and I let it go for a while
Flowers.
before I put the greens in. And then, right, so you get that going and all that flavor, and then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar, and then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
My
but
grandmother-
Tabasco of all, like I like Louisiana hot sauce,
Yeah.
but Tabasco has that right amount of vinegar.
Tang
Yeah,
on it, yeah.
and that's how I do my green.
I see why you get invited.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
I'm not gonna say I know how to cook greens, but that didn't sound right.
Oscar, we've been around enough people to know ain't no not one family member. You ain't seen one family member put no damn greens in no bathtub. I don't give a damn how much greens she was cooking. I don't give a damn she's cooking all the greens in the city. You is not about to cook nothing you wash your ass in, Oscar Marita.
Old government name out there. No, I mean that is true.
What you mean? It's right there at the bottom.
I ain't never, I ain't never seen any of my people put their greens in the bathtub.
Your auntie ran a
And
fish market in the city of Richmond, California, which I drove by the other day. It was actually a pretty, I remember my grandma Bobby old house too, over there off Burke. Yeah, I was reminiscing. But your auntie had a fish market. They cook soul food in there as well. You ain't seen nobody in the back of the tub cook no greens at no family event, no family function, not the stove, not the fish market. You ain't seen no that is ghetto. She saw that somewhere and was like, "This is what we do." This is how I know she not really of the black culture. I would say that.
uh-huh.
If
Okay.
she black, she might got something down the lines. But I heard her daddy was Hindu, her mama
Yeah.
Hindu. Like her daddy ain't her daddy not me black.
See me black?
No,
No. Oh,
no,
that's unfortunate.
right. They talking about he just Hindu and white, and he was born in Jamaica, and her
Oof.
mama Hindu, right? So that's how and she said she went to where she go to Howard.
Yeah.
She said she went to Howard, so
To get a minority scholarship.
so she can get a black experience.
So I went to Howard to also get a different black experience, but not to get a black
No, you
experience
said a
specifically.
different black experience,
Yeah, I
not
know, I know.
not a black experience.
Right. No, right. Like Howard provided me a different experience of being black. But like I grew up around blacks and I had a black experience before I got to Howard. That's for sure. I definitely had a black experience before I got to Howard. Is that Holly Berry?
Nigga, that's Kamala Harris.
I know one of them, but the one and she in the middle, right?
That's Kamala Harris.
In the middle, right?
Yeah,
Who's the one on the side?
that fool
In
says
the
that Halle Berry. Yeah, Halle Berry
Holly
went to Howard.
Berry. Holly Berry.
And don't get me wrong,
Just
she could pass as being a
oh yeah, she could definitely pass for black.
she could pass for being black. But come on
But
now.
the like
But come on now.
so
Come
her
on
her
now.
blackness is upsetting because she's claiming to be black, even though she hasn't been a part of the culture, and you don't think her biological parents are actually black. That's why it's upsetting you.
It's upsetting me because and you pandering to black people because you know you can get away with getting the black woman's vote, and you know black women gonna vote for you, and you know most people who vote Democrat are black women, and you know a lot of their men are gonna vote behind the black women. That's why.
So right, do you think do you
And they
think she's
run
a better option than Trump
and they
or a
running
worse option?
and they running off the back of the black woman thing.
Yeah,
That's like a
but do
thing.
you think do you think she's a better option or a worse option than Trump?
She's been in office for 3.5 years and nothing's changed. So I think she's the worst option.
Really?
Really,
I
really,
talked.
absolutely.
I was just asking. I was just clarifying. I was just
I,
clarifying.
nothing has changed. Um, the past how many years has it been in the presidency since
I
Obama?
mean,
So
we almost
Obama did 8, 12.
Trump did 8,
It's been
and
about it's
then
coming up to 16 years,
Biden did.
and 16 years of presidency has been Democrats. And
Trump was a Republican. He was in office for 4 years.
I meant 12. My bad. I meant 12. 12 years out of the 16 have been Democrats, and nothing has changed. I think it's
I
time for
mean,
a change.
did stuff change when Bush was in office? Was it a lot different than when Obama
Uh,
was in office?
I wasn't old enough to even know.
All right, and then what about the 4 years Trump had in office?
I
Things
made
changed.
I made some money, and I don't mean like he gave a stimulus check. I'm talking about I made some money, business wise.
I
The
mean, but
gas
are you?
prices wasn't through the roof. The cost of living wasn't extremely high. Inflation wasn't high. Like, yeah.
But do you think he was the reason for that, or you think he's the reason why it's gone the way it's gone? Because a lot of
When I
times,
say I don't
and
think I don't think I don't care who pushes it through. As long as it's
hmm
through the administration, it's going to be attached to you. Kamala saying that she didn't prosecute those people. It's going through it's going through your camp.
your name,
It's going through your administration. And I
right?
know some people that has been prosecuted by you. There's a case that she tried to hide evidence to keep this dude in jail longer. So yeah, like yeah,
No, so she's a criminal like the other politicians.
yes, and I'm just upset because I'm more upset with hers because she's running off the back of my people. You put us in jail.
I mean,
You put us in jail, then you try to say, "Oh, I did like a whole prison reform thing." Okay, that's fine. You put us in jail and then you release us. Now we got criminal records. That don't do
that don't
nothing
help
for us.
nothing.
That don't help nothing for us. but it does help your political campaign. It does help your political stance in you being a DA. It does put you there. So it's like, don't run off the back of my people. Just give us something that, give us something we can. I would have a whole completely different outlook on Kamala Harris if she was like, if I get in office, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just throwing out there, I'm reparations
Hmm.
for black people,
Or try to do reparations for
or even
black people at
try, or
least.
even something, implement something. Like, I want to make sure urban communities have a right to purchase land before it becomes gentrified. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give people.
Politics is such a weird
You
thing,
from
man.
you from the Bay Area, you from the city, you know what's going on in Oakland, California right now. It's a third world
Right.
country. In a couple of years, they're gonna push all the ghetto and the homeless out, and they're gonna build on top of it, and they're gonna make it expensive to where nobody can afford it. That's what they're doing right now. You have the
Oh,
go ahead.
they gentrifying. That's what they do. They just gentrifying.
Yeah. But I just want to explain it. You have a say. You can say, well, okay, you can gentrify this area, but the people of the community need to be a part of what's going on. And I don't mean everybody. I mean some of the right people of the community, people that's leading the community in the right way, need to have a share in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I'm just going off the top of the dome right now. But
Right.
something, give something, give us something, and I'm gonna keep saying it
But
until she drop her policies, because I feel like it's just gonna be similar.
yeah.
It's gonna be just like similar stuff to what the Biden administration is doing.
Oh, most likely.
Like, bro,
Um,
do you know how many people can't afford a house right now?
most people.
Like, people are like one paycheck away from being homeless.
I mean, most people. But it's been like that for a while. This ain't nothing new.
It ain't nothing new, but it's for my lifetime, it hasn't been this bad. And that's me as an adult. It hasn't been this bad.
Right.
So that's where my
I
frustration
mean,
comes. And I just want to say this. I want to put
right.
it out there. I had the same criticism when Donald Trump was running for president. Same criticism.
Yeah. I mean,
You
that's
know what I'm
fine.
saying? Like, so
Uh,
I just want to make it. I just want to make it clear that it's not like a Democrat Republican thing. It's a. I've
Right.
seen.
You want to see what people are gonna do. Are you gonna do something?
I've seen what it's like to have Donald Trump in office. I didn't have a bad time. The worst thing that was for me in his camp was the 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 Proud Boys and all the racism that came with it. But even then, I didn't go through that. I didn't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. I never had to go through that. Even if people were racist
No.
around me, they know.
So let me ask you this: do you think American politics is just a distraction from American capitalism?
Yeah, it's a capitalistic country. Absolutely. I think it's all a
Like,
game. I think it's all a ploy to something.
because the reason why I ask that is because what's interesting is most companies, most large corporations, and you know what? I can't even say that. Let me step back. From what I've heard, and I haven't done my own research on this, I may not ever do my own research on it. I don't know if I will, but a lot of companies don't pay a lot of taxes, if any taxes, right?
Right.
And so I think the people running those companies have such an influence on politics that I mean, we end up voting for the same side of it's one coin, and both sides are the same, even though they're quote unquote different, right? Because
Right.
they're getting paid by the people making the money.
Right.
So it's kind of like we need more people. Like there's this one young chick in the Biden administration that keeps going after large corporations and breaking up things that she deems to be monopolies or whatever.
Hmm.
But I think we would have more movement as a nation if we had better corporate leaders who wanted better for people.
Understood, cousin.
And,
No,
huh?
nobody voted. Kamala Harris in to be the president, the leading candidate for the DNC. Like nobody voted her. She got
Well, no,
picked.
I know that. I think the problem with that though is like we could blame her if we want, but that problem stems from Joe Biden trying to run, even though he should have stepped down long before he did. He should have never said he was running for a second term
I'm mad I just got Kamala
because then
pictures up here.
I know I was wondering when he was going to change that, but whatever. Um, Biden should have never announced he was running for a second term to leave the field open for the Democratic Party to have pick the best candidate possible.
Right. And
But
but yeah, that's
go
but
ahead.
that's but that's what happens. That's what happens when people vote somebody like Joe Biden in who can barely speak a full sentence. Um, and then you get to a point to where it's like, okay, he can't physically run the country, so we have to appoint somebody. That's what happens when you don't put the right the right people in the right place. Joe Biden shouldn't even been president in the first place, if you ask me. So now you got to cover your ASS, and
Mhm.
you gotta hire the or you gotta put in the next best thing because you know Donald Trump was winning by a landslide. And what do? How do we keep the black vote? Because you know the Democrats pander to the black people every time. I watched Hillary Clinton say she walks around with hot sauce in her purse, and then Biden told Charlamagne the God to his face, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me." I'd have slapped that old man across his mouth. What?
That was a
What?
crazy statement to make. That's crazy.
Crazy. Like you're not about to, and I'm not about to just keep letting you pander to me or my
It's
people
like,
about
hey, do you
something
ever feel like it's the party that's gonna stab you in your chest or the party that's gonna stab you in the back? Which one you gonna take?
in the
But you're getting
chest,
stabbed.
in the chest. Cause at least I know it's coming. Pause.
Yo, we having this whole series kind of pause.
At least I know. At least I know that. At least I know the knife is coming. You can see the knife coming for the chest. You can't see it in the back.
Yeah.
That hurt more. And especially,
But
and I
on a lighter note,
let me before we gonna end it. We gonna end it right here. And if you let somebody stab you in the back, that just means you knew the person and you was comfortable with turning your back on them. Cause you ain't gonna turn your back
yeah,
on an enemy.
nah, this is very true.
So let me see them shoes, my boy. Okay, okay, all right. Him nice. Him nice for the okay. And what I tell you, remember I told you guys you started buying shoes. I was like, it's gonna get addicted. Watch. She was like, nah, 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 nah.
No, 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 no. I didn't say I wasn't going to get addicted to buying shoes. I said I wasn't going to start making outfits out of stuff. You
All
said,
right,
"Oh, watch, you about to start buying the clothes and all that." Nope, not gonna happen.
all
What are you
right.
taking a picture of?
Can you just continue?
I I I said what I was gonna say. I said what I said.
So do you beat your meat with your left hand or your right hand?
My left, make me feel like a stranger since I'm right-handed.
I know you gonna answer that. I was.
Huh?
I didn't know you gonna answer that. All right, how's New York treating you? You good? you,
Yeah, no, I can't. Like, I don't know which pair I should wear
you
tomorrow.
wait. You bought them in New York or you took them with you?
I brought them with me.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Now hold it up. Hold up this way. All right, you got the Converse, the Reeboks. I love the Reeboks because they remind me of the Iversons, the questions. It's like that silhouette
Yeah,
of the Iverson
yeah.
questions.
But
Iverson,
these got the pump though.
yeah, it's like a mix between the Pump and the Kamikazes. The Reebok Kamikazes.
I don't know those ones.
I'm about to show you. But nah, I think you should wear them.
The Reeboks tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cousin, these was my favorite shoe. I used to wear these all the time. I had about three pairs.
Which ones? The
I had
red and black ones?
no, no. I had I had the white. I had these two on the left. I had this one, and I had this one, and then I had. Let me see what color did I have. I had
Next
these.
time them joints on sale, I'm gonna buy me some.
Yep, I had some of these too. I found them at a thrift store. I had some of them. I used to love these shoes, Cuddy.
Cause you know it's crazy. I was looking at buying those. And they just never got
These
cheap
ones,
enough.
the kamikazes.
Not that, yeah, version of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They just never got cheap enough.
the kamikazes is raw. Like this design is like it's real '90s and it's kind of ahead of its time. Cause if I see somebody with these on right now, these is fire. And then
Agreed.
you got the Kobe's with you. The Kobe's. Let me see the Kobe. I don't know what they called.
The crazy ones.
Oh, the Crazy Eights. Oh, the Crazy
No,
Ones.
crazy ones. Yeah,
I used to hate these shoes. The space boots. I
yeah.
hated these
They
big
look
ass
weird,
shoes.
but I was like, I'm
Now,
about to get these bands.
now they fire, but back in the day, I hated them.
They fire now because they retro.
Yeah, yeah. And I could put a fit
And
together
whenever
to it.
something becomes retro, it becomes fire.
Right, understood. You got a
It's
point.
crazy, right?
You got a point. You got a point. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, shit. I guess we can wrap it up. Shout out to Oscar
We
for the
done?
shoe. Shout out to Oscar for the shoe segment. Shout out to Oscar. Can you hear me clapping?
Are we gonna start? We gonna keep the shoe segment? Should I start unboxing shoes on live?
Hey, we could do that. We could unbox the shoes on live. You feel me?
I tried to buy a domain, not a sneakerhead. It was gone. So I already got
Yeah.
it.
Not a sneakerhead. Um,
We don't need to brainstorm on live.
so on that note, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Lonely Mosi, aka God Dog Sign here, my cousin.
Oscar.